With so many weapons on the Chiefs' offense, what should the Patriots do with all-pro corner STEPHON Gilmore on Sunday? This is the Foxborough Report, brought to you by 1-in-100. Well, the season may be winding down for the Patriots. There's still plenty of games to go at the Garden between the Bruins and the Celtics, and 1-in-100 can get you in the building, all for the price of a pizza or an ice cold beer. Check out 1-in-100.co today for tickets. Again, that's 1-in-100.co. Check them out today. Evan, STEPHON Gilmore has been lights out most of this season. He has been the key to the Patriots defense. Most weeks it's been, I don't want to say obvious, but apparent what matchup he's going to draw. This week, things look a little different. The Chiefs' number one wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, burner. Not the kind of guy Gilmore has matched up well against. The drop-off from him to the other receivers certainly is strong. So do you put STEPHON Gilmore in that secondary matchup? And then there's tight end Travis Kelce. I want to start, though, with Tyreek Hill. Give me one reason why they should put Gilmore on him and one reason why they shouldn't.
Because he's probably the best receiver in the league, or one of the best receivers in the league. And to me, Sammy Watkins is a nice player. He's a nice number two, certainly a good complement to the other pieces that they have. But you have an all-pro cornerback in STEPHON Gilmore. You have a top wide receiver in Tyreek Hill. Is it really the best use of your assets to put STEPHON Gilmore on Sammy Watkins instead of putting him on their best guy?
Even if Gilmore struggles against the type of receiver that
I don't really know if that's true. I mean, he covered Antonio Brown in the Pittsburgh game and did a pretty good job against him. He's covered Stephon Diggs, did a pretty good job against him. You know, guys like Robbie Anderson and Keenan Allen aren't on Tyreek Hill's level, but those guys have a ton of speed too. So I think that really, when I look at it schematically, you have two options, right? You have the old box and one with Gilmore on Sammy Watkins, and then you use all the other assets to kind of cover up Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, or you try to put STEPHON Gilmore with help on Tyreek Hill, and then you just try to take him out of the game altogether. Over the last two games, last season, week 1, obviously, and then in October this season, Tyreek Hill has a 275 yards and 4 touchdowns against this defense. So whatever they've been doing in the past, throw it out.
How much of that was Gilmore in coverage on?
Not at all. Right, so in the first matchup, he was primarily on Sammy Watkins for most of the game. On the second matchup, the Patriots played a lot of zone defense. He did have that one touchdown where it was a Gilmore and Devin McCourty miscommunication, remember, on that cover 2. I don't know how much in that first matchup compared to the second matchup where he didn't face Tyreek at all. But the first matchup, it was mostly Jonathan Jones. Times have changed. And it was Jason McCourty, right? And it didn't work. He had 3 touchdowns and 142 yards. The Patriots won the game, but they gave up over 500 yards of offense, and they had 40 points. If that repeats itself, the Patriots are not going to Atlanta.
So if it's not Hill, though, which some people think it won't be, there's been a lot of questions this week about Travis Kelce, the top-level tight end, the top-flight tight end. He's certainly a weapon for the Chiefs. We saw him kill the Colts last week with linebackers in coverage. You hope the Patriots won't put a linebacker on him. Their safeties at times have struggled this year against tight ends, specifically Devin McCourty. Do they maybe put Gilmore, a physical corner, on Travis Kelce, a guy who doesn't like getting touched?
So I talked to my friend Matt Chatham, who knows the Patriots better than anybody.
He's covered a tight end or two.
Right. And he told me that the old Patriots teams didn't really do this with Ty Law all that often. That Ty was primarily on the perimeter, didn't really match up. The only precedent that we have is that first half against the New Orleans Saints a couple years ago when they put Aqib Talib on Jimmy Graham. And it was it was 2 quarters of football, and then they went away from it in the second half. I just don't know if STEPHON Gilmore is as physical or has the kind of size that Talib had. He's not the same corner that Talib was. Talib was a very physical guy, very big guy for a cornerback. I think that the Chiefs are a very heavy 11 personnel team, which means they have 3 wide receivers on the field a lot. To move your best corner off of the perimeter and put him in the slot or put him in the box to go up against Kelce and then leave Jason McCourty and J.C. Jackson and those guys alone on the perimeter against Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins, I don't know if that's a great recipe. If it's me, I'm putting Dante Hightower in the face of Travis Kelce on every snap, and I'm seeing if he wants to handle the smoke, right? Can he take that jam every single time down the field, especially early on in the game? It's going to be cold. Let's put Travis Kelce in the ground a few times and see how he likes it.
See if he disappears.
Right, and then we can put Patrick Chung or Devin McCourty or maybe even Jason McCourty, who had some run against Kelce in that first matchup, behind Dante in a more of a coverage role. So when he does get off the line of scrimmage, you know, you have somebody behind him to cover. I'm not advocating for Dante Hightower to match up against Kelce in man coverage.
So it's the, you know, different position, but similar idea, the Marshall Faulk game plan from Super Bowl 36. Hit him when he has the ball, hit him when he doesn't.
It's like punt coverage, right?
Right.
You jam him at the line, you don't let him, you redirect him, you don't let him get off the route.
Where have we heard that term punt coverage referred to when covering a tight end before this year?
We've heard it?
Yeah, oh yeah. You haven't heard Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, right. Yes.
That's what everybody's saying about how teams are taking away Rob Gronkowski this year. And that's kind of worked.
Yeah.
So I didn't even plan on saying this before we started the video, but that's a good point.
Yeah.
Look at what teams are doing to Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski's a better player than Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
If it takes away Gronk, in theory, it should take away Kelce.
All I'm saying about Kelce is he's a terrific receiver, right? But he does not want to get physical. He's not going to block.
He's not about the hands.
He's not going to fight. He's not going to do any of those things. He's going to go on his reality TV shows and he's going to, you know, date his women on the shows with Eric Decker's wife for coming on. I watched the whole show. It was good. You should watch it. Catching
not a
Kelce,
reality TV guy.
Right? Anyways, he's not going to take that, right? He's not going to want to have somebody up in his face as big as Dante Hightower chipping him at the line of scrimmage every single time.
Material right here.
I'm telling you, that's what you should do with Travis Kelce. That's what the Patriots have done a little bit in the past. They did it in October. He had 61 receiving yards and really hasn't gone off in a game against the Patriots yet in his career. That's what they're going to do on Sunday.
I love it. I love it. Punch Travis Kelce in the mouth.
I can't wait for the
game plan.
Chiefs fans in the comments.
Seriously, Chiefs fans, comment at Easy Lazar on Twitter, at Patriots CLNS if you want to come after me too.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it. Do the fans want it? That's the question. Let's see, Kansas
you.
City. This has been the Foxborough Report, brought to you by 1-in-100. For cheap tickets to area sporting events, check out 1in100.co today. For Evan Lazar, I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for watching.